Hello, hello, hello. This is Attorney Mike Gravlin, and I was recommended the Cardi B case by a lot of people, and I'm glad I was. I started watching this. I'm really getting into it. It's very, very interesting. I think we need to process this one together. Let's get it going, shall we?
Yes, plaintiff called defendant Cardi B as a hostile witness.
Thank you.
Ma'am, may I please have you stand right next to the court reporter? Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly state that the testimony you may give in the cause not pending before this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Thank you. May I please have you state and spell your first and last name for the record?
My name is Delphine Martinez.
May I please have you spell it?
The whole thing?
First and last name is fine.
Okay. DELCALMANZAR.
Great, thank you. You may take a seat, please. Watch your step.
Okay, thank you. Thank you all for coming back. Good afternoon, Ms. Almanzar. Do you prefer I call you Ms. Almanzar, Cardi B, or it doesn't matter?
I mean, you can call me Cardi. Easy.
You feeling better today?
Maybe.
And I'll need you to speak up, man.
Yeah,
Hard to hear you.
a little better.
Your birthday is October 11, 1992.
Yes.
You're left-handed.
Yes.
Are you a firstborn child?
To my mom.
Did you take any medication, drugs, or alcohol that would affect your ability to testify today?
No.
On the date of the incident, did you have black hair, blonde hair, or different color hair?
I quite don't remember. I do know I had a hoodie on.
Yesterday you had black hair, short hair. Today it's blonde and long. Which one is your real hair? Or are they both real?
They're wigs.
Over.
Okay, sorry, I didn't know that. It's a good week today then. Do you have any affiliation at this time with a gang?
Objection, Your Honor. Motion to eliminate that violates motion to eliminate the order.
Assistant Counsel, you know that.
Your fingernails, can you show them to us for all of us to see?
We find out later that they had a motion in limine about the gang affiliation. So it's unbelievable this attorney's trying that. This is fascinating on several levels for me. I'll just tell you why. I looked a little bit. First of all, I don't know Cardi B's music. I don't know Cardi B. I know that she's famous. That's all I know. I had to look things up so I didn't look crazy streaming this. I had to research. That's where I'm at. I'm no fan of Cardi B. So I come on here assuming she's going to be crazy. And I was completely flipped on that. At least in court, I find her very charming. She sort of won me over. And the way this attorney proceeds, this is very close to what I do as opposed to most of the videos I do. This is a civil action for damages. A plaintiff has sued her. This is what I do. And the way this plaintiff's attorney goes about it is at times just unconscionable. So it was just a real phase shift for me. I thought, oh, okay, Cardi B is gonna be a clown, and I'll watch this and see if it's worth streaming. And that is not what I got. When I say that, I just don't know much about her. So this is the first time I've ever spent any time focusing, and it just absolutely shocked me.
How long are those fingernails? Just your best estimate. I don't want you to take a ruler to it, but if you were to give your estimate, is that half an inch, 1 inch, 2
I
inch?
think it has to be less than an inch.
And
Way less than an inch.
can you show them to us again? Are they pointy?
These are not, to me, are not pointy. They're like circle, oval,
Okay. Are those your real nails or are they fake nails?
fake nails.
If I wanted you to change them to 3-inch nails,
I think she meant
Mhm.
oval, but that's okay.
for you to do that right now.
Well, it really depends. Like these are like glued on, so they will be a little bit quicker. Sometimes I do acrylic, which can last me on for 2 weeks. I will literally have to take like 2 hours to melt them off if they're acrylically on.
On December 24th, 2018, do you remember going to 8920 Wilshire Boulevard in Beverly Hills?
December?
I'm sorry. February 24th of 2018.
Mhm.
Do you remember going to 8920 Wilshire Boulevard?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
Yes.
can't answer it with a yes or no.
Yeah, yes.
Do you know Dr. Aziz Olai, who's in that building?
No,
Do you know Miss Parsi, who's in that building?
no,
Do you know Brianne Soraya, who's in that building?
no.
Who do you know in that building?
Well, at the time, I went to see Dr. Finke. I had an appointment with him that day. So that's who I went to see that day. Do I personally know him? No,
When you went to see him, were you seeing him as a friend or as a patient?
as a patient.
When you went to see him, it was a Saturday, correct?
Yes,
And you filled out an intake form and you signed some other documents that he would be your treating doctor, correct?
no, for that day, yes.
Yeah.
I don't live in LA,
I
so
understand. You came all the way from Atlanta, Georgia, correct?
Jersey and Atlanta.
I understand. So when you went to see Dr. Finke on February 24th of 2018,
Mhm.
When you went to see him, you went to see him as a patient, correct?
Yes,
And you got medical treatment from him, whether it was for 1 minute or an hour or longer, correct?
hmm
How much time
You
did you?
need to answer yes or no. ma'am.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Thank you. How long did you spend with the doctor that day?
I'll say about 25 to 30 minutes. Around that time. Not that much.
And when you were there on that date with Dr. Finke,
hmm
uh, did he examine you?
Yes, he examined my baby for a little bit.
And what baby was that? What number?
Number 1.
Oh, that was the first child you ever had.
That's my first child, yes.
And you were 25 years old at the time.
Yes.
You're aware that plaintiff was the same age as you at the time?
No.
Assistant.
No.
Besides examination, what did Dr. Finke do for you? That judge?
Assistant. We're not here for her medical care.
Yes, sir. Did you keep Dr. Finke's, sorry, who referred you to Dr. Finke?
I asked somebody to find me like a very upscale private doctor. So I was like, I need to go to the doctor's like tomorrow. Like I feel so weird. And they were like, we're gonna find somebody. And that's just how it goes.
When you were outside in the hallway, before you entered Dr. Finke's office, did you see this individual, Imani Ellis, in the hallway?
She was waiting for, she was right in front. As soon as the door of the elevator opened, she was waiting, I guess, for the elevator. She was going inside the elevator.
And you were coming outside of the elevator?
Yes.
Do you know approximately what time it was when this occurred?
About, I guess, like in the afternoon, 1 o'clock, around there. Yeah, 1 something.
Have you ever seen Dr. Finke either before or after February 24th of 2018?
No.
When you went to Dr. Finke's office, your security guard drove you there?
Yes.
And his name is Karan Newton?
He was my security guard. Yes.
Did you have more than one?
It depends, but he was just my main one, yes, at the time.
Did he go up with you to the medical place?
No, I didn't want him to know that I was going to an OBGYN.
You
So,
didn't want your security guard to know that?
no,
Why?
well, first, I didn't want people to know that I was pregnant. Second, I was a little like, I don't want a guy that I work with to know I'm going to a vagina doctor.
Okay. Did you trust your security guard?
In certain ways, yes. In certain ways, no. I don't know. Sometimes you just really don't trust everybody in your business. You don't want everybody in your business.
Hell yes. I know what she's talking about. She's rich. She's a big star. She goes to a doctor who's a very high-end doctor out in California, even though she doesn't live there. But the flight to California is nothing to her. She wants privacy. She wants to be left alone and deal with her personal business. I totally get it. I totally get it.
Do you remember what floor you were on when you exited the elevator?
The 5th floor.
At any time, did your security guard come into the building after learning about there being some kind of incident in the building?
He was waiting for me, like, not necessarily like inside. He was like waiting for me, like by the exit, like by the door. Around there, yeah.
Do you remember the building?
Yes.
You remember?
Well, I kind of remember, but I do know that he was waiting for me by the door.
And you're talking about the lobby area where you
Yes.
take the stairs up?
Mm-hmm.
So he was inside the building or right outside?
I don't really recall, but he was like, maybe it wasn't the inside, it wasn't the outside, but he wasn't like in, like deep in. He was like waiting for me by the door. And the door, he had it open for me to come out.
All right. So would you consider that your security guard was with you at the time, whether it was upstairs, downstairs? In your mind, would you agree that your security guard was with you at the building? Is that fair?
It was
Was your security guard with you in the lobby of the building at 8920 Wilshire Boulevard on February 24, 2018?
In the lobby, yes, when I was exiting. When I was
But
exiting.
He was in the lobby with you,
In the
right?
lobby. I can't say he was with me because we was leaving. He never went upstairs, so.
Okay. Do you know if your security guard, Karan Newton, spoke with Miss Ellis at any time that day?
He did not tell me he spoke to her at all.
Do you know if he did?
He told me he didn't. So I'm
Did
going to
you
go with
ask
his
him?
word. No, because I was like, I told him like what happened upstairs. He was like, damn, I should have went upstairs. but he never told me that he spoke or seen her, so I wouldn't know.
You came to this courthouse with another client.
Yeah, her English isn't the best, but let me tell you, it's a second language for her. It appears to me she came up in the hood in the Dominican Republic, and she becomes famous in another language. I give her a little break on this. She still could use conjugation camp. I'm not going to lie, but I still find her charming.
Gentleman security guard, correct?
Yes.
Objection, relevance.
Sustained.
And when you go to different places with your security guard, if an incident occurs where you're threatened or you're injured or
Mhm.
anything happens,
Yes.
aren't they supposed to come help you?
Objection, relevance.
Sustained. Why don't we move on?
You don't have to answer. When the incident occurred, did you call your security guard or send him a text message or do anything to let your security guard who was with you know that something happened where you wanted his help?
Objection, argumentative as to with you.
Overruled.
I told him like, yo, you wouldn't even believe what just happened upstairs. He was like, what happened? And I practically told him like, I'll tell you later, like when I leave.
Okay.
I'm like, wait for me. But I told him like, wait for me downstairs, like by the door. And that's what I told him.
If you were in any danger, would you call your security guard or would you call the police or would you call both? Or do nothing?
I
Sustained.
Did you feel that you were in danger on February 24th, 2018 when you were upstairs on the 5th floor?
for like those 50 seconds, yeah. After I went to my appointment and like the argument just passed me, I didn't even mind it anymore.
Did your attorney show you a photograph of Dr. Finke to refresh your recollection as to who the doctor was that you saw on that date?
Yes.
And you had a different set of attorneys before, in 2022 and 2023. Did they do the same thing?
Objection, relevance.
No, they didn't.
So, do you know what's discovery?
Yes.
What are form interrogatories?
Oh, honey, I don't know what that means.
What is special interrogatories?
I do not know.
What are requests for admissions? You don't know, right? Is that fair? You don't know.
No.
Okay,
You do know?
I might have her backstory wrong.
And when your attorney responded
said, I
to
don't
the
know much
written
about it.
discovery on your behalf, did he or she show you the discovery responses? Did they email you a copy of it?
I mean, I will have to see what you're asking me.
I will show it to you. May I approach your Honor? You show her the discovery only? Thank you, Your Honor.
Could you identify it, please?
Yes. I will show it to you.
Oh, I did. I listened to it.
So for identification purposes, it is form interrogatories, set 1 dated September 30th of 2022.
You told me that's what it is.
That's what it is? Okay, just coming to show you this document. You can take a look at these pages. Did your attorney show you those documents at any time in your life?
I'm not quite sure. I don't think so. No. Whoa.
And I'm going to show you, with the court's permission, your responses, which were drafted and served on January 17th of 2023. Can I approach, Ron? We'll show you these documents as well. You can take a look at those documents. Do you ever remember receiving these documents from anyone, whether it was your attorney, the attorney's paralegal, a family member, anybody? Did they ever show you these documents when they responded on your behalf?
This one I saw. This one I saw.
Okay, you saw that one.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to go over it with you. On the one that you're on the right, if you can look at 12.1. You see the question, 12.1? It would be, I believe, on the 6th or 7th page. And it will ask if there are any witnesses to this incident.
All right. So I don't want to, I know I don't want to have any learning on the channel, but here's the thing. Somebody is suing her for damages. A plaintiff is suing her, saying that she injured them. Okay. Her attorney has called Cardi B as an adverse witness, which means you can, it's basically you call somebody that's adverse to you in the litigation, and you can treat them as a hostile witness in that you can just start cross-examining them. You can lead them. You can do all those sorts of things right away. That's what it means. So it feels like a cross-examination for that reason. It should, but you're called as a witness in their case, as opposed to your own attorney calling you as a witness and then the opposing attorney cross-examining you. I almost always call the opposition as an adverse witness in my case in chief when I try a case. I almost always do it, but that's much more typical a civil thing, because you want to see what admissions you can get out of them on the stand, and then there's just less things to prove. So that's what's going on here.
Yeah. Well, can you
There's not a question for you.
point it to me?
I'm sorry?
Point
Show
it
it
to
to you.
me. Yeah. Sure.
Can I approach on it?
Go ahead.
It's on page 5, under 12.1.
Mm-hmm.
Did your attorney ask you
She says she didn't.
if there were any witnesses to this incident?
Yes.
All right, we're just gonna avoid attorney-client privilege conversation.
And relevance, Your Honor, this is the discovery issue that.
It
Such
sure
a
does.
discovery issue, Your Honor. I'm asking her questions about if there's any witnesses, and it's for impeachment purposes. Okay, and if you look at the response, there's a response there in the 50-page document to your left. May I show it to her, Your Honor?
Go ahead.
Sir, can you identify by page and line? I'm not sure what
Sure.
it means by showing it.
I can show it to you first if you'd like.
I just, what do you,
I wanted her to talk about the response.
all right.
That's. We read the question. May I read the question when I go back to my seat?
It's your direct counsel.
Thank you. So first, I want to ask you if this is your signature on page 47. Is that your signature?
It could be, because if it's like by electronic, that's how I sign. Like,
Okay. And the question that I showed you, 12.1, let's say,
This crap happens all the time in my cases, all the time. They take the discovery and cross-examine the witness about it all the time. This is standard tactics.
you want to read it or you want me to read it to you?
You can read it.
State the name, address, and telephone number of each individual who witnessed the incident. This is A, subparagraph A. Or the events occurring immediately before or after the incident.
Mhm.
That's what the question is.
Yes.
As you sit here today, is it your testimony that Dr. Finke is a witness to the incident?
Absolutely.
He is a witness.
Yes. She knows. She was there.
He absolutely is. You'll hear from him, and you'll hear about him more later. It's during the incident and post occurrence. He was actually there during it. This is a stupid line of questioning. Absolutely stupid.
Is Dr. Finke outside speaking with you
Outside where?
on February 24th, 2018?
Outside like,
In the hallway.
yes.
He came out of his office?
Yes.
He later testifies to it.
And your response in 12.1, this is what you responded with your attorney's assistance. I won't hold you 100% at fault for it. But question,
Your Honor,
I withdraw. I apologize. The response is, responding party incorporates by reference the preliminary statement and general objections set forth above, subject to and without waiving the foregoing objections. Responding party responds as follows. Responding party may be contacted through defendant's counsel. Imani Ellis may be contacted through plaintiff's counsel. And then it says unknown staff / employees at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center, including at least 2 such persons who intervened during the incident. Discovery is continuing. Were you at Cedars-Sinai Hospital or Cedars-Sinai Medical Center when this incident occurred?
No.
Okay.
But to my knowledge, Dr. Finke works also for Cedars-Sinai, but we wasn't for Cedars-Sinai.
Is there any reason why your attorney or your prior attorney, yes, sir,
we're not gonna.
and at the time when you saw Dr. Finke, you knew his name at that time, correct?
I didn't know his name. And for a while, when I was getting asked by lawyers like his name and like the receptionist name, I didn't know it because I saw him one time. So I kind of like just forgot about him.
But when your attorney asked you for the name for purposes of trial, then you did remember the name.
I didn't remember the name. I told him there was 2 witnesses, the receptionist and the doctor. I told him it was a doctor. My doctor came out at the time, the guy that checked me, and the receptionist. She knows. She was there. He was there.
Who knows?
The plaintiff. She knows.
How do you know she knows?
Because that's who separated. That's who separated and got in between us while we was verbally arguing.
Who got in between you?
The female receptionist, she came out first and she started like telling her, like, "You're security, what are you doing?" And then that's when the doctor came out. He was like, "Go to my office." And that's when I just walked away, and that was the last of it.
Okay, and in 12.1 question, 12.1 subparagraph D. State the name, address, and telephone number of each individual who you or anyone acting on your behalf claim has knowledge of the incident. You just testified that Karan Newton was downstairs in the lobby on the date of the incident. You also testified that you told him different things about the incident. What is the reason, this is the question, what is the reason you did not disclose Karan Newton's name in discovery?
Because he wasn't upstairs.
And wait for the objection. It's a question.
Person mischaracterizes the testimony, it's compound, it's irrelevant to the merits of the case.
It's the same.
In written discovery, were you asked to provide the name of your security guard?
Your Honor,
Yeah, but why don't we, I don't know what you're trying to impeach her on, because she hasn't testified to anything yet. You're saying it's impeachment, but you're not impeaching anything.
Did you respond to special interrogatory set 1 through your attorney?
Your Honor,
All right, the court's going to sustain its own 352 objection. Why don't you move on?
Do you consider Karan Newton to be a witness in this case? Objection.
No,
Sustained. Counsel, I need you to move on. This case isn't about discovery. You might want to move on to what it is about.
Is Tierra Malcolm a witness to this case?
Counsel, please.
Do you know of who the witnesses are?
All right, we're going to take a break, folks. Why don't we take a 10-minute break? We'll resume at 3:55. In the meantime, please do not discuss the case with anyone, including other jurors. Don't form any opinions or do any research.
That was absolutely unbelievable that he carried on with that.
And you've got evidence that she said something else. She said, I didn't know anybody's name. I got sent there. I was seen for a short amount of time. I didn't remember what their names were.
Okay, so
And now you're saying, here's this document that says you don't know what their names were.
okay, so maybe I'm
So-
going about it the wrong way. That's
You,
why.
you absolutely are. And you're not listening to the court's direction when I'm asking you to move on.
I'm sorry, I'm not doing it intentionally.
It seems like you are.
I really am not. I understand the court's issues, but I want to explain if I may.
Go ahead.
So I was going to ask her if she believes that Karan Newton is a witness in this.
He wasn't there. He was in the lobby.
Right, but 12.1 subsection D talks about witnesses that have knowledge about this case.
How what knowledge does he have? He was in the lobby.
I was going to ask her. She spoke to him about it. That's what D is all
So,
about.
okay, so he was a hearsay witness, but she told him something.
Well, he's a witness.
Okay.
Also in special.
So here's the other issue. You didn't depose her. If you wanted to ask these questions, you could have taken her deposition.
I understand the issue with that issue, but there is a special interrogatory number 15, which is on point, which asks a disclosure of the security guard. She
Okay.
didn't disclose his name, but she knows his name.
Okay.
So
So what are we going to do with that?
we're going to have the jury know that she didn't give the name of her security guard.
And what?
Hell no.
So in order to be admissible, it has to be relevant.
Hell
So
no.
to be relevant, it has to be probative. Or so it's got to be more likely to show, prove, or disprove a material fact in the case. None of this has anything to do with any material fact.
Let me explain. Her testimony, Your Honor, is that Karan Newton doesn't know anything about this case.
She
However,
doesn't say that. She hasn't said that. She said he was in the lobby.
even better, plaintiff has testified that she has spoken with Karan Newton.
Okay.
It's in the medical records.
Okay.
He's a witness in some form or
So
fashion.
the appropriate means for you to do that is one, to file a motion to compel, or number two, seek evidentiary sanctions, which would have been handled pre-trial. But we're not going to have.
I can't believe he's doing this, and the judge is dressing him down right now. It's absolutely what I was thinking. Yeah, you either get to some relevant testimony that you can use or not. You can't shake out discovery issues at trial in front of a jury. It's insane. It's insane that he thinks this is okay.
Witness testifying in trial in front of a jury about discovery issues.
That's fine. Right? The issue is, if it asked her to provide the name of the security guard and she didn't disclose it, why is it not fair? These are under penalty.
Then you file a motion to compel, or a motion for evidentiary sanctions. You did neither.
She testified in her discovery that she was alone. Today, she testified she was with Karan. I want to ask her about that.
No, she didn't.
You already did.
I didn't show her the discovery, which is on point on that issue, Your Honor.
You're going to impeach her with the document saying that she was alone when she was alone in the elevator and the incident happened. That's your impeachment?
My impeachment is,
That's exactly it. The judge is all over it. You don't have impeachment. She was alone in the elevator. She left her security guard at the front. It's very clear what happened here. and you didn't get any information prior to this thing proceeding to trial. Move on.
She did not reveal that she was with the security guard in the lobby, didn't do anything to provide his information. When the other side,
Again, it's a discovery issue, so we're not gonna go there.
well, Your Honor, the other side was able to impeach plaintiff
With what?
with this discovery. They went into it at
When she
nauseam.
offered inconsistent statements in discovery.
That's what's happening here too.
No, she hasn't said anything inconsistent. She said she didn't know the person's name.
She knew
In
Karan,
discovery, she said she didn't know the person's name.
she knew Karan Newton's information.
Okay.
We asked for the name of the security guard.
All right.
She made it appear.
I'm gonna ask you to move on. We're not gonna get to further discovery issues.
May I just raise one point? I don't
Sure.
want the court to I want to point out, this questioning started with a direct contemptuous violation of the order on the motion to eliminate, excluding any mention of gang affiliation, and that's the first question he asked.
Yeah, I don't expect that there's gonna be anything further than that. And I mean, you knew it was wrong when you said it.
No, I didn't.
You didn't know that there was a specific motion of limiting excluding?
The motion limiting, Your Honor, is prior bad acts.
Nope. You might want to look at your trial binder to see specifically what it says. All right?
This is absolutely embarrassing for this attorney.
All right, we'll resume in 5 minutes.
The judge is excellent and all over it.
Yes? All right. And counsel, you want to resume your questioning?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. Aside from Karan Newton, is there anybody else who drove with you to the building on February 24th of 2018?
No.
So now I want to take you a little bit through the incident, bring you back in time. Do you agree that an incident occurred on February 24th, 2018?
It was a verbal incident. Verbal.
But it was an incident, correct?
Objection, relevance, ambiguous.
Oh,
I don't
Okay.
I personally feel like if there's no physical touch, there is no incident. There was a verbal altercation. If you think that that's an incident, a verbal altercation, then it's an incident for you. But we both have different opinions. It's a verbal altercation. She didn't hit me. I didn't hit her. There was no touch. So to me, it wasn't no incident.
Was there spitting?
Absolutely not.
Did you spit on Miss Ellis?
No.
Did you call her the N-word?
No.
What is your background? Are you Hispanic, white, something else?
Objection,
My background?
Yes.
what's
Well,
the objection?
of relevance. and
Sustain.
Would you consider yourself African American?
I consider myself Afro-Caribbean.
Now, you need to give your attorney a second to object. What's the
Oh,
objection?
sorry.
Sorry. Relevance, Your Honor.
Sustain.
Have you ever used the N-word with Miss Imani Ellis?
No.
Did you try to take a swing at her?
No.
When you say there was a verbal altercation,
Yes.
do you know what the word altercation means?
Like a conflict.
Like a fight, right?
It was like a verbal fight, but it didn't get physical at all.
When I'm talking to you now, are we having a verbal altercation?
We having, we'll say, a debate.
And we're debating about whether you assaulted and battered Miss Imani Ellis, correct?
There's no, well, I guess so, but I didn't touch her. She didn't touch me, so
What proof do you have that you didn't touch her?
Objection, relevance, and also,
That's already read it. Sustain.
Do you have any videos of the incident?
no.
Did you try to get videos of the incident?
I asked if there was videos, like I told my lawyers to check if there was videos, but there's no cameras, I guess, there was no cameras.
When did you ask for that? What year?
I feel like when I got sued, I was like, when I got sued, I was like, oh, I know I didn't touch her. Like, it's like, look for the cameras, because they'll tell you, I ain't touching her.
When you went to the building of 8920 Wilshire Boulevard, and you saw Imani Ellis there on the 5th floor, was she wearing her uniform as a security guard?
Yes. Okay.
You remember?
So, again, you might want to just take a breath so your attorney can object.
Are you aware that my office is across the street?
No.
8920 Wilshire Boulevard. You remember that number? You agree that that's the correct number? The address.
I remember that I went there, but I don't really remember the address and stuff like that. I don't.
If I show you the building with the number on it, would that help refresh your recollection?
Sure.
I don't have to really waste time if you don't want me to. When you were sitting here throughout the trial, you saw the 22
Yes.
pages I showed, correct?
Yes.
Was that the correct building?
Yes.
And you remember entering the building, going up some stairs, taking the lobby elevator, and going to the 5th floor, correct?
Yes.
And when you exited, you saw Imani Ellis right there in front of
Yes. No. When I exited the elevator,
Okay.
not the building, the elevator.
you. Correct. On the
Yes.
5th floor.
Mm-hmm.
And there was 3 elevators there?
I do not remember that.
At least two different elevator bays?
I don't remember that. I just remember me getting out the elevator. She was coming in. I was coming out. I could hear her. She was talking on the phone. And she said, oh my God, yo, Cardi B's here. So I kind of speed walk, but I feel her behind me. Then I hear her talking like, oh my God, Cardi B is here. So I turn around and she had her phone. She didn't have it here no more. Now she has it here. And I asked her, yo, why are you recording me? And she clearly looked like the security. She looked like the security guard. She's uniformed down. And I'm like, why are you recording me? Are you security? And she's like, oh, my bad. But then I'm walking and I feel her still following me. So like as I'm walking, speed walking, trying to look for the office, I turn around again. And I'm like, why are you following me? She's like, because I can. I was like, no, you can't. Why are you following me for? Like, ain't you supposed to be security? And she's like, because I can. It's like, no, you can't. And she's like getting closer and closer. Like now she's like in front of me where I can't even like really maneuver. And I'm like, ain't you supposed to be security? Like you grouped out, you're recording me. Now you following me. Like back up. And she's like, I can do what I want. It's like, no, you can. Like you can't do what you want. And that's when we started arguing.
What did you say?
I was like, you can't do what you want. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's like you're invading my privacy, and now we're like chest to chest practically. So I keep telling her like, you need to back up. I'm thinking to myself like, this girl is big. She's big. She got big black boots on, and I'm like, damn. The hell am I gonna do now? She's literally right in my face, like on my chest, and we're arguing. And I keep telling her to back up, but she's not backing up. And we're arguing, cursing at each other. I did call her the B word. I did call her a bitch. Like, bitch, get out of my face. I did say, bitch, get the fuck out of my face. You're in my face. You're screaming in my face. We're like literally screaming at each other. And she kept telling me like, you're gonna leave my building. I'm not leaving. Like, how you harassing me? I'm not leaving. And you telling me, how you telling me to leave? I came to see a doctor. You following me. You're recording me. I'm just trying to check my cat. You're recording me. And we're arguing. That's when the receptionist came out. She started wilding out like, this bitch hit me, and I'm like, I did not hit her. I'm looking at her like, girl, I can't even hit you if I want to. You're bigger than me and you're pregnant. And she just
I believe her. That's all I'm saying.
started wilding out like, this bitch hit me. Then the doctor came out and he's like, go to my office. And after that, I just walk away. That's just that.
Are you aware in the city of Beverly Hills, if a security guard tells you to leave the building, which they are security of, you would be required to do that? Do you agree with that?
Objection to relevance.
A security not supposed
Okay,
to.
you don't need
Did Miss Imani Ellis tell you that you're causing a disturbance in the building?
No, she was causing a disturbance. She's recording me and following me.
Let's talk about that. Are people allowed to record you if they want to in a public place,
Objection.
which would be the building that you were at? Yes or
Objection.
no?
Objection calls for a legal conclusion. Mischaracterizes. Sorry.
Do you know if it's okay for someone to videotape you?
Objection calls for a legal conclusion.
Sustained.
When she videotaped you, or maybe she didn't, what proof do you have that she was videotaping you?
She had her phone went from here to right here. And she said, like, yo, Cardi B, like, I seen her. I turned around and I seen it. I seen it with my own eyes.
Did you ever see the actual video recording of you on her phone? Yes or no?
No.
Could it be possible that she was recording you? She was simply holding her phone in front of you. Is that possible?
Objection.
Yes or no?
Calls for speculation.
Sustained.
What proof do you have that you were being recorded by Imani Ellis on February 24, 2018, aside from what you just told?
Objection.
Do you have any other proof?
Objection asked and answered.
Sustained.
Isn't it true that you usually wear your nails longer than what they are today?
Sometimes, most of the times, yes, and some of the times, no.
Most of the time, 90% of the time?
Lately, as in so far, I'll say about, in the past year, I'll say about 70.
70% of
Yes.
the time. And when you wear them long, would you agree that they're about 3 inches long?
No, not all the time, no.
2 inches or more?
So
It
Council,
really depends.
why don't we focus? She said in the last year. I don't know that how long she has her nails in the last year is relevant to anything.
And when you had them in 2018, you also wore them long at that time too, correct?
I wear them long, but it really depends on the inches.
How long were your nails on February 24th, 2018, when you were at the building speaking or arguing or whatever you were doing with Imani Ellis?
They were 1 inch, they were square, coffin squared, and they had flat rhinestones.
Are rhinestones sharp?
No, not if they're flat. And they weren't 3D, they were flat.
With the nails you have on right now, do you think that these nails are sharper or the ones that you had on the date of the incident?
I believe that they were not sharp that day. They were square. And sometimes, like, when it's acrylic and it's square, it's like a texture. And I always tell this to my nail tech, make sure that, like, you shape, like when you shape them, don't make them sharp on the side, or don't make them that sharp, because I don't want to.
You don't want to hurt anybody.
I don't want to hurt myself. I don't want to hurt nobody. I just, you know what I'm saying? I'm
And
gonna watch
in the
my back.
past, when you had them sharp, you did hurt yourself, correct?
I never really hurt myself, but like just in case, I just be like, don't make them too pointy, because I just don't want them to be uncomfortable. Not pointy, but it's like a certain type of sharp that you just don't want.
And if you wanted to scratch or cut Miss Imani Ellis' face,
Mhm.
you could have done it with both of your hands, either one or both, correct?
Objection calls for speculation.
Overruled.
I'm not saying you did that right now. I'm asking you a different question. Did you understand my question?
I mean, how would I fight? How would I fight somebody? I am mostly left-handed, so if I was to like do anything mostly, I'll do it mostly with the left hand. I'm really like,
You're good at fighting with your left hand, aren't you?
Objection is characterized as the testimony.
Are you good at fighting with your left hand?
Objection lacks foundation.
Sustained.
Do you have any experience fighting with any martial arts experience or other type of experience to defend yourself should something occur in your life?
Objection relevance.
Overall.
not really, no.
So any type of fighting that you would be able to do, it would just be freestyle from your own knowledge of fighting, correct?
Objection argumentative.
Sustained.
If you wanted to fight with someone, would you use your left hand, your right hand, or both?
Objection asked and answered.
Sustained. Why don't we move on?
When you enter a building, such as this building or any building, oftentimes you will see that there's a security guard or a police officer or a sheriff guarding the building, correct? You saw that today here in the courthouse, didn't you?
Yes.
Bless you. Oh, I guess it's not. And on the date of the incident, the security guard, police officer, or person securing that building, in your mind, when you saw Imani Ellis was in fact Imani Ellis. In your mind, when you got off the elevator, Imani Ellis was in your mind, your state of mind was that she was a security guard, correct?
Objection.
I think she's answering.
Yes.
And was there any doubt in your mind that she was a security guard?
There was no doubt in my mind that she was a security guard. She had the security guard outfit on. That's why I was so confused that she was so aggressive and she's supposed to protect me, the patient.
I understand. If Imani Ellis had in fact told you to leave the building, would you have listened because she was a security guard?
Objection. This is a complete hypothetical. Irrelevant, lacks foundation.
Sustained.
Did Miss Imani Ellis tell you to leave the building at any point during your verbal or physical altercation on February 24th, 2018?
She told me, "You gonna leave my building. You gonna leave my building."
Are you aware that Imani Ellis was hired by the owner of that building and had the right to tell you to leave?
Objection calls for legal conclusion. Lacks foundation.
Sustained.
When Imani Ellis told you to leave the building, did you follow her commands?
Objection. Relevance. Lacks foundation.
You can answer.
No, she wasn't acting like a security guard.
But she was a security guard.
Objection. He's arguing.
The security guard
So,
tried to
we're not
attack
gonna- we're not
patients.
gonna argue. The objection is sustained. We're not going to argue with each other.
Did you believe in your mind that Imani Ellis was a police officer?
No,
If you thought she was a police officer, would you have handled the situation the same way?
Objection. Incomplete hypothetical.
Sustained. Let's just focus on what did happen.
Now, when Imani Ellis spoke with you, when you exited the elevator, she spoke with you directly outside the elevator, the area directly outside the elevators, correct?
I don't believe she got inside the elevator. I don't believe she did.
That's my question is, did whatever happened between the two of you, did it happen inside the elevator, at the point of entry, or outside the elevator?
Outside the elevator and down the hallway.
Fine. And when Miss Ellis was asked the same question, Do you remember her saying that it happened outside of the elevator as well? Do you agree with her testimony?
It wasn't in front of the elevator anymore because I was walking and she was following me. So it wasn't in front of the elevator. It was outside the elevator because I already got off the elevator. I don't think she ever went inside the elevator because I felt her as soon as I'm walking, I felt her walking right behind me. And then she said something. She said, "Oh my God, Cardi B." That's when I turned around and she got the camera right here, like she recorded me. And I'm like, "Yo, why you recording me?" And she practically did admit that she recorded me because she said, "Oh, my bad." So.
And when she said, "Oh wow, it's Cardi B," or whatever you just said right now, when she said that, was that offensive to you?
It wasn't offensive. I just kept like power walking so I could avoid more contact, but she just kept following me.
And isn't it true that sometimes when you're walking around, different people will say, "Oh wow, it's Cardi B,"
Yeah,
because they get excited.
yeah.
And you had experienced that many times before you had that experience with Monty Ellis, correct?
Yes.
And the reason you didn't like it from her is because she was a security guard and you felt it was unprofessional for her to say that to you. Isn't that true?
When she first said it, I didn't tell her nothing. I kept walking.
Why couldn't she say it? Why?
I never said she couldn't.
Okay. And she said it to you.
She said it to me and I kept walking.
What if she was not a security guard and she was just a random human and said, "Oh wow, it's Cardi B"? Would you have taken offense to that?
No,
You can answer.
I didn't even feel offended when she first said it. I felt offended when she kept following me. She recorded me, and you're supposed to be a security. You're not supposed to be recording patients going to any doctor, any.
But again,
That's what offended me. When she first said, "Oh my God, it's Cardi B," I just kept power walking. I didn't say nothing. I said something the second time she said it, and I turned around and I saw that she was recording me. And I'm like, "Yo, why are you recording me? Ain't you supposed to be security?" And she said, "Oh, my bad." Then she kept following me, and now I'm getting annoyed. Like, it's like, you're the security guard of the building.
No question pending. No question.
All right, counsel, I think that might be a good time to end because we've got some things that we need to deal with outside the presence of the jury.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to resume right back at 9:30 again. Thank you for your patience today and your attention. We will see you tomorrow at 9:30. In the meantime, please do not discuss case with anyone, including other jurors. Don't form any opinions or do any research.
Good morning. Thank you for coming back today. Good morning, Ms. Cardi.
Good morning.
Okay, they had to come back a different day, and here's the rest of the testimony.
Discussing yesterday at the end, we were talking about the issue where you testified that Miss Ellis was recording you with her cell phone. You remember that?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know what type of cell phone she was using at the time?
I'm not quite sure. I just remember it was square.
What color was the cell phone?
It had a case. It definitely had a case.
Okay.
But I'm not sure.
Do you know if the type of phone that she was using when she was recording you, would a light go on or would some kind of noise?
It didn't have a light. It didn't have a light.
So if the cell phone was facing Miss Ellis, I'm assuming it was. Well, let me ask you that. Was the cell phone that you're talking about, was it facing you or was it facing Miss Ellis?
The camera was facing me. When I got off the elevator, her phone was here.
Okay.
Then when I was walking and she was behind me, and then she said, "Oh my God, y'all, Cardi B, Cardi B." I looked back and the camera was like right there, like practically on her chest type stuff. I'm like, "Yo, why are you recording me?"
Okay. And you've seen police officers where they have a camera on the front of them. Have you ever seen that where a police officer will have that?
I never seen that, but that was her phone, not a camera.
I understand.
But I'm saying, have you ever seen a security officer, a police officer have a special camera on their chest which records what occurs in front of them?
Relevance, Your Honor.
Assistant.
I'm not saying she was recording you. I am asking you this question. If she was recording you, why does it matter?
Because she's a security guard and I'm going to a doctor's office. It definitely mattered.
You were causing a disturbance. Maybe
I
she
wasn't
wanted to
causing
record
a
you.
disturbance.
Time out. Let's not talk over each other, number one. Wait for him to finish
Sorry.
asking the question before you answer.
Do you own the building of 8920 Wilshire Boulevard?
No, I was walking to a doctor's office.
Do you agree that you were a guest in that building? You were
Yes.
a visitor, correct? Yes or no?
Yes.
When a security officer tells you to leave, are you supposed to leave?
Objection, Your
Yes or
Honor.
no?
Sustained, if asked and answered, we covered this yesterday.
You were causing a disturbance in the building.
She started the disturbance.
Did you also,
Ma'am, if you have objection, please wait.
Oh, sorry.
I'm
Okay.
That should.
Which one?
do you remember yesterday you said that there was a verbal altercation between the two of you? Do you remember that?
Yes.
Okay. And an altercation is a fight, isn't it? It's a verbal fight. You had a verbal fight with her.
Asked and answered.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Sustained.
You used the F word during that fight, didn't you?
Yes.
What other words did you use? Tell us in your own words what you said.
I said, bitch, get the fuck out of my face. Why are you in my face? Why are you recording me? Ain't you supposed to be security?
Tell it to
Why?
her now. Go ahead.
Huh?
Say it again. Say it.
Objection, Your Honor.
You want me to say it to
I
her
want
face?
you to tell it to her face what you said on that day so she can hear it for
The
herself again.
objection is sustained.
And Your Honor, do we have civility in the
Yeah,
courthouse?
why don't we just
That
take
is
the temperature down a
insane.
little bit? If you have factual questions,
Insane.
ask her, please do so. It's not the time to argue with her.
What were the words that you used when you got off the elevator to this security guard who's no longer a security guard at this time?
Objection, argumentative and also covered yesterday.
It's been covered several times, so it's asked and answered, it's the objection sustained.
What did you tell Amani Ellis yesterday?
Counsel, you need to move on.
What were you holding in your hand at the time when you got off the elevator?
Objection, excuse me, argument.
Overruled.
Nothing, correct? You weren't holding anything, were you?
No.
You had both of your hands free to do whatever you wanted to do, correct? Yes or no?
Objection, relevance.
Overruled.
Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Okay. And if you wanted to scratch or cut her face with your right hand or your left hand, if you wanted to do it, you could have done it, correct?
But
You're
I
not
didn't.
disabled,
But I
right?
didn't because I had a baby inside me.
How did she know?
Time out. Let's slow down the pace just a little bit before the opportunity to give objections and for the court reporter. What was the objection?
Argumentative, relevance.
Overruled.
And again, I would ask that counsel lower his voice. This isn't.
So, Your Honor, I was told yesterday that my voice was too low by others, so that's why it's a little bit higher today, so that everybody can hear what I can say, as well as the witness.
I think that there's a difference between volume and tone. I think the volume is fine, the tone is a little bit argumentative.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. I apologize for that. I will try to do my best to tone it down. So, again, I will ask you to tell us and admit to this fact that you are not disabled, correct?
I'm not what?
Are you disabled?
At that moment, no.
Objection,
No.
Your
Are
Honor.
you disabled?
Overruled.
Are you disabled? Yes or no?
At that moment, when you're pregnant, I'm very disabled. You want me to tell you the
Okay.
things I can't do?
Fine. What was your disability on February 24th of 2018? What was your disability?
I was pregnant. I couldn't protect myself, even if I wanted to. She's like twice my size.
No problem, no problem. Let me ask you this. How many
Counsel, if you
months
ask the
pregnant
question,
were
we
you?
need to wait for the answer.
Okay.
You done, man?
How many months pregnant were you?
I was around 13 to 12 weeks.
Months? 4 months? 3 months?
Mhm.
3 to 4 months. Fair enough? Did you have a bulging belly?
No, I didn't.
Did Miss Imani Ellis know that you were pregnant?
Objection, calls for speculation.
Do you know if Imani Ellis knew that you were pregnant when you walked out of that elevator?
No, I didn't know. but she knows that I'm a patient. When you're a patient to go see a medical anything, you shouldn't even try to fight nobody. You don't know what disability they have.
Okay. Now, let me ask you this question. When you say you were disabled, were you disabled in your upper extremity, your arms? Were your arms disabled? The reason I'm asking is I want to make it very clear for everybody that your arms can go up and down, and they could go up and down now, and they could go up and down on that day as well. You agree to this?
Objection, argumentative, asked and answered in a different way, and I guess that's fine.
I'll let, you can answer this once. Please don't ask it again.
If my arms were disabled? No, my arms weren't disabled.
Can you raise your arms up?
Objection, Your Honor.
Can you? You don't have to do it physically. I'm saying, are you able to do it?
Yes.
And on that day, you were able to do it as well, correct?
If I wanted to,
This is embarrassing.
yes.
That's all
This
I'm asking.
attorney. Absolutely embarrassing.
Aside from your disability of being 3 to 4 months pregnant, did you have any other disabilities?
No.
Do you have a disabled placard? Are you legally disabled in any way?
Why don't you move on, Counsel?
And the hoodie that you had on, what color was it? Was it black, white, yellow, purple, pink?
Perfect summation. It's
I
again.
really don't remember.
And was the hoodie over your head or
Yes.
no? You wore it for what reason over your head? To protect your identity?
It could be I don't really want people to recognize me. My hair not done. My makeup not done. I probably just woke up. A lot of reasons.
And when you went there in the afternoon at 1:30 p.m., had you just woken up at that moment? Well, shortly before 1:30 p.m. on a Saturday?
Objection, relevance.
Sustained.
When you went to the building at 1:30 p.m., were you fasting or you had eaten something before you went to see the doctor?
Sustained.
Now, when you saw Miss Imani Ellis and you got out of the elevator, not asking who did what, I'm asking was there any contact between you and her of any kind? What that means is fingers to fingers, shoes to shoes, knees to knees, any contact between you and Imani Ellis of any kind. Was there? Yes or no?
No.
So she didn't touch you, correct?
No.
So if somebody comes here and testifies that she did do something to you physically, you disagree with that testimony, or you will, correct?
She didn't touch me.
Okay.
She didn't get to touch me. No. She was going to touch me, but she didn't get to touch
When you
me.
say she was going to touch you, how do you know that? You
Because
assume?
we were chest to chest at one point.
So then your chest did touch, right?
I'll say that, but you did say when I got off the elevator,
Okay.
we
Let's
we walked a little bit. That's when we got chest to chest. When we got off the elevator, we didn't do no contact.
I understand. So here's how we're going to do this. The date of the incident is February 24th of 2018. You agree?
Yes.
Now I'm going to talk to you about the whole day, not just the minute you got off the elevator. When I say the whole day, from the moment you got off the elevator, you saw Imani Ellis, you had your fight with her, whether it was verbal or not. At some point, she went away and you went away.
Mm-hmm.
So during that segment of time of your life, which was how many minutes in your opinion? 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute?
It was probably like a minute 45. It was so quick. It was really quick.
Perfect. So from during the 1 minute and 45 seconds,
Objection,
No.
Mr. Cruz.
I didn't say 1 minute
You know,
45
we haven't
seconds.
had a question yet. Please phrase one that's intelligible.
during the few minutes or 1 minute or whatever minutes it was that you were with Imani Ellis, during that period of time of your life and her life, during that segment, just told us now, during that time period, at some point, you were chest to chest. You agree?
Yes.
There was physical contact between her chest and your chest, correct?
Yes.
When you have the chest-to-chest contact, at that moment, were you angry?
I was mostly nervous.
Were you angry?
Yes, I was angry.
How angry were you?
Depends on the level of angry, to
Right.
be honest with you.
Let's talk about the levels. I'm gonna go from a scale of 1 to 10. On the scale of 1 to 10, what was the level of your anger when you were chest to chest with this person
Objection.
on the date of the incident?
Sorry, objection taken.
You were at a high level of anger when you were chest to chest with her, correct?
Objection regulated.
Overruled.
I don't think I was like on a high level of angry. I was more on a high level of concern. Very concerned.
And why were you concerned?
Because I'm pregnant and this girl's about to fucking beat my ass. Hello?
Hello, hello, I'm here. So when she was going to beat you, like you just testified, what did she do to have you believe that she was going to beat you? What did she do?
she was on my face, chest to chest, and while we arguing, she's backing me. So we practically arguing, and I'm backing, and she's like walking forward.
Right. And she's, you said she's bigger than you, is that correct?
Absolutely.
How do you know that?
I mean, look.
I'm looking, I don't agree with that. What is your basis? Are you saying she's physically bigger, she's taller?
I mean, you have her medical records,
I don't
right?
have anything. I'm asking you the question.
I mean, I was 130 pounds at that time.
So she's overweight, right? In your opinion.
Objection relevant.
Listening.
She's a little.
You don't need to answer me.
Okay.
This is fun.
Did you make fun of her that she was overweight when you were there in the hallway?
I don't think so.
Did you call her fat?
No, I was calling her a bitch.
Bitch?
Yes.
Do you think that's respectful to call a security guard a bitch?
Objection
Assisting.
relevant.
Is that how you talk to everybody?
Objection.
Assisting.
Now, you said you felt, I don't know the words. Let's go back to it. Did you feel scared, threatened, afraid at the moment your chest was touching?
Absolutely.
You were scared?
Absolutely.
And you had your cell phone on you, right?
I did, but she's in my face.
That's fine.
Just focus on the question and just answer.
Did you use your cell phone to call Karan Newton, your security guard, who was downstairs, or the police?
Objection
Did you call anybody?
taken.
For help.
Overruled.
When I got inside the doctor's office and I said like on the little bed thing, I told him, yo, you wouldn't even believe what just happened. Meet me downstairs when I leave. I'm gonna call you when I leave.
If you were really scared and really afraid,
Mhm.
isn't it true that you could have called your security guards to come upstairs and help you? Or you could have called the police. That was a possibility because you had your phone in your hand, correct?
Objection. Compound mischaracterizes the testimony that the phone was in your hand.
Assisting.
You had your phone in your pocket on the date of the incident?
Objection relevant.
Assisting.
Can we agree that you didn't call your security guard to help you after the incident, correct? To help you. You did call him, but you didn't call him to come upstairs.
I apologize, I understand. Mischaracterizes the testimony.
Overruled.
You know.
I didn't call him to help me. It was already done. It was done.
Okay, now let's talk about the fingernails. Okay, fingernails.
Something new?
Well, I want to show a couple of things about the fingernails. So this side of the ruler, okay, is 2 centimeters. You need me to bring it closer? Can you see it from there?
Objection, Your Honor, you went over this yesterday.
I'm sorry.
2 centimeters.
Overruled.
You know the size of 2 centimeters? How big it is?
As an answer,
I have like an understanding of how it would be. Yeah.
2 centimeters. It's a little bit less than an inch. Okay?
Mhm.
Now, Miss Imani Ellis had a scar to her face of 2 centimeters long, and she received plastic surgery for that. And my question to you is, did you at any time see a scar on Miss Imani Ellis's face, or a cut, or a scrape, at any time during the time of the incident?
No. And she couldn't get a scratch from me because I didn't touch her.
I understand that's what you're saying. I get it. Did you look at Miss Imani Ellis's left cheek at any time during the incident? Did you specifically look for that because you thought there might be a scar on her face? Or did you not look?
Object. Compound and relevant.
Assisting.
Did you look at Miss Imani Ellis's face when you were arguing with her at the time of the incident?
I was looking at her face, but I wasn't looking like, she got a pimple on her face? No, I wasn't looking at her details or anything.
So if she had a scar on her face or cut, you wouldn't be able to know because you weren't focusing on it, correct?
Objection calls for expert testimony relevance.
Assisting. Counsel, she's a fact witness. She didn't see a scar. Why don't you move on?
That's right. You testified yesterday that when you go to get your nails done, you tell your nail person to be careful not to make your nails too sharp. Do you remember saying that?
Yes.
Do you tell them that every time you go to get your nails done?
Objection relevance.
Assisting.
Did you tell your nail person that before you had your nails done, just before this incident?
I didn't have to because of the shape. So the shape that I had that week, it wasn't like a shape that is like harming. It was like a square coffin shape. So it didn't have like no points or like sharp edges and stuff like that. I mean, there's pictures of me of that week everywhere. So
Do you have a picture now with you? Do your attorneys have it?
yes,
The nails that you have on now, are they sharp and pointy?
I don't consider them that. No.
You consider them pointy.
No.
Can those nails that you have on now, can they become sharp to the point where they could cut somebody if you were to scratch them?
Relevance.
Assisting.
Did you see any skin or any blood underneath your fingernail after the incident? Any of your fingernails?
There was no physical incident for me to even see nothing like that.
That's not what I'm asking. I'm saying if you saw anything.
No.
Okay. Did any of your fingernails break after the incident?
No.
All 10 of them were in perfect condition?
Yes.
When you went to see the doctor, Dr. Finke, did he look at your fingernails? Did he go over that with you?
No.
Did you even bring it up to him?
No, I just told him like, it's like, this is your security? This is your security?
Besides your chest to chest touching, did anything else touch?
No.
Okay. And you're a firstborn child?
To my mother, yes.
Okay. And you have other siblings, other brothers and sisters? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes, ma'am? Is that a yes?
Yes. Sorry.
Okay. And as you testified yesterday that the baby in your stomach that was 4 months or 3 to 4 months old was your first child, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And you've had other children, correct?
After? Yes.
Your Honor, relevance.
Sustained.
Okay. Now, back to the words. I asked you yesterday if you used the N-word, if you called Miss Imani Ellis the N-word. You said you did not, correct?
No, I didn't.
Okay. But you've said that word before in your lifetime, correct?
Objection, relevance.
Sustained.
And in your music, you actually say it many times, correct?
Objection,
Counsel,
relevance.
move on.
First Amendment.
Do you know what the word ghetto means?
Objection, Your Honor.
Sustained.
Relevance.
Did Miss Imani Ellis call you ghetto?
I don't remember.
If someone called you ghetto, would that make you angry?
Objection, relevance.
Overruled.
Me?
Yeah.
If somebody calls me ghetto? It depends on how you're using it, but I don't really feel offended if you call me ghetto.
Did Imani Ellis tell you that you're stupid?
Your Honor, relevance.
I
Overruled.
really don't remember. She did. She was cursing at me though.
What were the words that she used?
You're gonna get the fuck out my building. You're gonna get the fuck out my building. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Then it's like when I was telling her, it's like, why you recording me? She's like, it's my fucking phone. It's my phone. You're in my building. That's what she was telling me. And she was like, yeah. She also was saying like, cause I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck who you are.
And do you remember her telling you that?
I remember that.
Those exact words?
Yes.
And did that make you angry?
Yes. Absolutely.
Okay. When you get angry, you black out and maybe not realize what happens next.
Objection, Your Honor, relevance.
Sustained.
Do you know if you blacked out on the date of the incident?
Objection.
Anytime.
Absolutely. I think
Sustained.
All right. And when you were yelling back and forth, and you were speaking and yelling and screaming, you were, correct?
see?
You were yelling and screaming at each other,
Yes.
correct? When you're doing that, did your spit come out of your mouth and go onto Imani Ellis?
I don't think so. No.
But it's possible, right?
Objection.
Because when you're speaking, sometimes you use many, many words, the spit comes out, correct?
Objection.
You agree with this?
I'm sorry, what's the objection?
Well, relevance, Your Honor.
Overruled.
You can answer.
I'm not sure. I don't think so. I don't think it'd be happening. I don't know.
Could it be that Miss Imani Ellis was not recording you with her phone?
Objection.
Is that a possibility?
Objection called for speculation.
Sustained.
Aside from what you've just told us now about the recording, is there anything else that you have? Any other testimony about how you know Miss Imani Ellis was recording you with her phone?
She told me when I told her why you recording me, she said, "Oh, my bad." She practically apologized.
Did she apologize to you?
If you say, "Oh, my bad," when I'm telling you why you're recording me, to me that means you're recording me, and it's right there, right now. It's on my face,
Well,
not on my face, literally on my face. I'm trying to be as detailed as possible, but she had it right here on her chest, like this.
and when Miss Imani Ellis told you to leave the building, you refused to leave, correct?
Correct.
And at that point, you were trespassing, correct?
Objection, Your Honor.
Sustained.
Where did you go? Did you leave the building? Did you go to your doctor's office? Where did you go next?
To my doctor's office.
And where did Miss Imani Ellis go?
I don't know.
Did she see you walk into the doctor's office?
Objection, false speculation.
Assisting.
Did you see Miss Imani Ellis when you walked into your doctor's office?
Did I saw her?
Right.
Who was arguing? The receptionist came out. She got in between us. They were like, kind of like, she was like trying to calm her down. The doctor was already coming out, and he was like, go to my office. So I'm like, after that, I just went to his office and I never seen her again.
Okay. And when this, how long after, from the moment you saw Miss Imani Ellis, how long after did the doctor think he come out of his office? Was it in the middle, towards the end? Can you give us an estimate of time?
Can you repeat that a little better?
Sure. So, just for argument's sake, I'm going to estimate the time was 2 minutes. I'm not saying it was. It could have been half a minute. Just for argument. So during the 2 minutes that you and her were outside in the hallway, screaming at each other, whatever you're doing, for those 2 minutes, how long after the 2 minutes, or sorry, how long from the beginning of the 2 minutes to the end did Dr. Finky come in? So he could have came in at 59 seconds, 119 seconds, 1 second. Do you understand my question?
But it wasn't 2 minutes
Hold
though.
on, time out. All right, go ahead.
It wasn't.
I'll withdraw the question.
All right.
All right, let's do it again. How many seconds, I need to know this, how many seconds were you and Miss Imani Ellis in the hallway? Let's just pick a time. You pick it.
I'll say from like the beginning all the way to like walking down, it had to be like a minute or less.
Okay.
Like,
And you say walking down, you mean walking into Dr. Finky's office or leaving the building?
excuse me?
When you say walking down where?
Remember, I got off the elevator, so I'm walking, trying to find the room, the office. So in between that was like the minute there. Like I like the verbal dispute, it had to be like 20 seconds of that.
Okay. Fine. When did Dr. Finky come out of his office?
At the end.
When it was all done, correct?
Mm-hmm. Well, when Tiara was calming down, she was still like screaming and like trying to explain herself to Tiara. I just walked away.
All right. When you got off the elevator, was there anyone else in that hallway or in that vicinity?
No.
And how long did it take before Tiara came out?
How long did it take?
And that's Tiara Malcolm.
Yes.
What's your best estimate?
Like 40 seconds at most, or like 50 seconds, like around there. I don't know.
So you and Miss Imani Ellis were alone for approximately 40 to 50 seconds before anybody came out into the hallway, correct?
Yes.
And in those 40 to 50 seconds, anything could have happened,
Objection.
right?
Assisting.
You could have scratched her face, you could have cut her face in those 40 seconds.
We're not going to engage in speculation. If you have fact questions to ask her, please do so.
When you had the fingernails on that day, what color were the fingernails? Do you remember?
They were like
Green?
No, they were like orangey.
And you said that there were some kind of flat, I don't know, stones on them?
Yes,
Were those flat stones on all 10 fingernails?
most likely yes.
Were the 10 fingernails all the same size and had the same exact stones on them?
Mm-hmm.
So if there was one
Is that a
stone,
yes, ma'am?
Yes.
if there was one stone, it would be one stone times 10? Or is one might have 3 stones, another one may have 1 stone? Do the stones change?
Objection. Vague, ambiguous, false speculation.
Assisting.
What do you call them? The things that you said yesterday, what did you call them that were on your fingernail?
Flat rhinestone.
Flat rhinestones. Were any of them sharp?
Not if they're flat, they're not sharp. If they're like 3D, like popping up, they sharp. But if they're flat, they're not sharp.
Okay. And do you ever wear the ones that are 3D?
Objection relevant.
Assisting.
Were you wearing the ones that were 3D on the date of the incident?
No.
At any time?
No.
And how do you know that those rhinestones that are 3D, how do you know they're sharp? Why did you just tell us that now?
Counsel, why are we talking about things that she didn't testify she was wearing?
Do you remember how many rhinestones were on each fingernail? If it was 1, 2, or 3?
Objection, as to answer.
Sustained.
Aside from that day, the date of the incident, which was February 24th of 2018, aside from that day, have you ever seen Miss Imani Ellis either before or after that day?
No. Honest truth, I wouldn't even recognize, like, I totally forgot how she looked until I came here again. Like,
Well, isn't everything you just told us the honest truth?
yes.
Now, when Miss Tiara Malcolm came outside, she came outside with about 40 to 50 seconds, and she came out first, right?
Mm-hmm.
How long after
Okay.
that?
Yes, yes, yes.
How long after that piece did the doctor come out? Because he came out after her, right? They didn't come out together, did they?
Negative.
Tiara?
Peace.
I withdraw.
Overall.
Piece of time. But anyway, when Tiara Malcolm came outside, did she come by herself or with the doctor or someone else?
She came out by herself.
So how long after she came out did the doctor come out?
He came out like 4 to 5 seconds later, 3 seconds later.
When Tiara Malcolm came outside, how did she get between the two of you if you were chest to chest?
She literally, she was like, "What are you guys doing? What's going on? Like, what's going on?" And then she was like, "This bitch just fucking hit me. This bitch just hit me. I'm about to fuck her up." And I'm just like, I was so confused because it's like, no, I didn't. Like, I didn't hit you. And then that's when like Finky came out, and he's like, what's going on? Go to my office. So I just like went to his office and stuff like that. Like, that's it. Done.
Right, but you testified that Tiara Malcolm at some point was in between the two of you.
Yes.
You got a hamburger bun with a hamburger.
Yeah.
She was the hamburger, and the two of you were the buns, correct?
Yeah.
Right. How did the hamburger get inside the bun?
I'm not sure if I gave her space or one of us gave her space. She wasn't like really like in. She was just like, "What are you guys doing? What is this?" And then she just got in the middle because she just was like going crazy. I don't know where she just turned up like.
And you just testified now that Imani Ellis was yelling that you hit her,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes.
She was saying that,
Mm-hmm.
and you didn't hit her.
No.
Did you take a swing at her?
No.
When Miss Tiara Woods was in between the two of you, did you try to take a swing over Miss Tiara Woods?
No.
How tall are you?
I don't know who Tiara Woods is, but
Tiara Malcolm, I apologize. Tiara Malcolm.
Every other question.
How tall
what
are
was
you?
the question?
How tall are you?
How tall I am?
Yeah.
5'3".
Okay, how about on that date of the incident when you had your shoes on? Were they flats? Were they heels? What was it?
Just like big flats.
So, and do you know how tall Miss Imani Ellis is?
No.
When you were standing face to face, were your eyes like the same level, or did she look taller? Did she look shorter? What is your recollection?
We was face to face, so she's practically like my height, or just She's much taller, but she was practically my height. But she is like
What? Say it.
security heavy.
What does security heavy mean? Just tell us. There's no harm. What does that mean?
Like she just looks a little like she could protect the building type big. You know what I'm saying? She just
Right.
looked more developed than me.
And aren't security guards to be more developed than you?
Objection, irrelevant.
Assisting.
Security heavy for the win.
Did you at any time tell Miss Imani Ellis that you were pregnant?
No.
That building, you agree, is not Cedars-Sinai Hospital, correct?
Objection, my submission. Also, this was covered.
I withdraw
I
the
thought
vote.
that's asking us.
The building you were in was a medical building, correct?
Yes.
But it wasn't a hospital.
No.
Was it a hospital?
No.
And there's all type of different tenants that are in the building, right?
Objection, my submission. Relevant.
Assisting.
Do you know if there were other tenants that had offices in that building?
Objection, relevant.
Assisting.
You were on the 5th floor, correct?
Yes.
And when you were walking down the hall, there were other doors there, correct? It wasn't just Dr. Finke. There was other different offices there, correct?
Objection, relevant.
Assisting.
When you were getting angry, did you believe that your anger would harm your baby?
Objection, relevant.
Assisting.
When you went to see Dr. Finke, did you tell him, I got so angry right now, something happened, whatever you told, is it harmful to my baby? Did you ask him?
Objection.
Assisting. Counsel, do you have anything to add?
Earlier, well, I'll withdraw that. Did you post anything about the incident of February 24th, 2018 on the internet?
Objection, relevant.
Overruled.
I think I said something because around that time she did went live and said something, and my fans caught it, and she was just practically saying like all of these lies about me and stuff like that, and I was like, I did not touch that girl at all. But I never really got into details about it. I just
And when she was posting things, she was telling other people that you assaulted her or hit her or did something physical, correct?
Objection, relevant.
Overruled.
yes.
And then you replied and posted things as well, correct?
Yes.
Do you remember what you posted?
It was, I don't think I posted something. I'm not even sure if it was a comment or like if I did like a live or something. It had to be quick. I was like, that's a fucking lie. Fuck out of here. Trying to get some money.
What was that?
I said, that's a fucking lie. Fuck out of here. Just trying to get some money.
Who's trying to get some money?
She is.
How do you know that?
Because she sued me for $24 million.
Did you sue her?
No.
Could you have sued her?
Objection, relevant.
Assisting.
Did you ever apologize on those internet or emails or whatever you posted? Did you ever on the posts apologize for anything that you did that day?
Objection, relevance,
Assisting.
argumentative.
Do you feel by using all those words you should have apologized?
Objection, Your Honor.
Assisting.
Are you aware that your security guard spoke to Imani Ellis in the lobby shortly after this incident? Are you aware of that?
My explanation.
Over.
I'm not aware of that. He didn't tell me he talked to her.
Are you aware that your security guard, Karan Newton, on the day of the incident, apologized to Miss Ellis on your behalf?
Objection.
Assisting.
Did your security guard tell you that he apologized to Miss Ellis on your behalf at any time?
Objection, asked and answered, argumentative, last foundation.
Assisting.
Have you ever been assaulted and battered in your life?
Objection, Your Honor.
Assisting.
Have you ever been abused in your life?
Counsel, if you're out of questions, you can pass the question.
Did you know that by your actions, you took away the feeling of safety for Imani Ellis?
All right. Counsel,
Yes, Your
are
Honor.
you done?
I have a few more questions.
Have them be fact-based.
Yes, Your Honor. And do you agree that this incident, which we're talking about, why we're all here today, occurred 7.5 years ago? Are you aware of that?
Yes.
Okay, and that's 2,741 days ago,
Objection.
based on my math.
Relevance, Your Honor.
Assisting.
How do you remember all of these details that you gave us from 2,741 days ago?
Objection, as to the days.
Over.
You can answer.
I mean, I remember like the basics. I don't remember like the whole. I remember the basics. Like it was, but it's not really much to remember. It was a in and out
Okay.
thing.
All right. And have you ever used your nails to scratch yourself? Like if you get a bug bite? Have you ever done that before?
Objection, Your Honor. Relevance.
Assisting.
Did you have any jewelry on you at the time of the incident, whether it was on your hands or your neck?
Objection, asked and answered, relevance.
Assisting.
When you were in the hallway, did you block Miss Ellis from leaving? Even if it was for 1 second.
No.
Did she block you from leaving?
Yes. She blocked me from moving. She was right in my face. She was right in my face.
Okay. And when you were standing there, were you facing Dr. Finke's office or a different side? You understand the question?
Objection, negative.
I withdraw the question. When this whole thing happened, did you start to move around in a circle, or were you standing physically the same spot the whole time?
Objection, asked and answered, I think you covered it.
Assisting.
When you say that she was blocking you, were you facing towards Dr. Finke's office? Yes?
Objection, asked and answered.
Assisting.
Karan Newton, how long was he your security guard as of the day of the incident? For how long?
Assisting.
Would you consider yourself a peaceful person?
Objection, relevant.
Sustained.
And after you saw Dr. Finke, you spent about 15 minutes with him, you left the building, correct?
Yes.
When you left the building, did you see Imani Ellis as you were exiting?
No.
Did you see your security guard downstairs?
Yes.
And he was in the lobby area waiting for you?
That's the answer.
Sustained.
Okay. And when you left the building, you went to the parking lot, or was the car waiting for you outside?
Objection, relevant.
Sustained.
Aside from Tiara Malcolm and Dr. Finke and Imani Ellis, who were in that hallway, were there any other people there?
No.
Did any other doctors come up to that floor?
No.
You're sure?
Absolutely.
How are you sure?
Objection,
Sustained.
When you were in the 5th floor, did anybody come from the stairwell up to hear what happened?
objection.
If you know, do you know if anyone did?
I apologize. I thought you were done.
I'll withdraw it. I will ask it differently. When you were up there outside the hallway with Imani Ellis, did you see anyone else, whether it was a security guard, another doctor, or someone else, come up from the stairwell, which was close to the elevator area?
Objection, that's the answer.
Sustained.
This just gets so embarrassing here. I can't believe he doesn't get sanctioned for this.
I forgot to ask you one thing about when you were chest to chest. Did you ever touch Imani Ellis's face or nose with your finger?
No.
You never touched her nose like this?
No.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, well, so let me take our morning recess. Why don't we start back up at 10:50. In the meantime, please do not discuss.
Good morning, Ms. Malcolm. My name is Peter Anderson, and we just have a few questions. I'll try and make it
Okay, this is
as quick
short.
as possible. Where were you working in February of 2018?
Women's care, OBGYN doctor's office.
Thank you. And do you recall an encounter between Cardi B and the woman to my left?
Yes.
Okay. What was your position at the doctor's office in February 2018?
A receptionist, front office.
Okay. And did Cardi B have an appointment that day?
Yes.
Was it a Saturday?
Yes.
Was there, to your knowledge, were there any other offices that were open that day?
No.
This is the receptionist
And,
that steps in.
Do you remember the time of the appointment?
It was the end of, we purposely closed, so we had early day, maybe between 12 and 1, I'm assuming.
Okay. And what do you mean by purposefully closed?
For Cardi B. We
To
didn't want anyone there.
To maintain privacy?
Yes.
So, to your knowledge, how did you learn that there was an encounter between the two?
Well, I was waiting for Cardi B's arrival, and I heard commotion out in the hallway. And there was a door to exit right where I was sitting. So I opened the door and I looked, and I heard and saw the commotion, and that's how I learned that something was going on outside.
This
Could
one is
you
a
please
great
describe
witness.
for the jury what
Very
you heard
credible.
and saw when you opened the door?
I saw them in the corner, Cardi B's back to the wall, and just a lot of arguing and, just confrontation.
Okay. Do you recall anything that Plaintiff Ms. Ellis said?
It was just very argumentative as far as, cursing and, just be this, be that. I don't know if I can curse, but.
So we've heard just about everything so far.
It's been one of those trials.
Yeah.
What did you do?
I immediately walked over there and got in between them and was like, whoa, my thing was I'm at work. So the first thing that really came out of my mouth is to Miss Ellis, just as far as, what are you doing? You're at work, go back to your post. And then I don't know how long it was, but I couldn't get her. I just wanted everything to go away. I just was trying to calm everything down, take Cardi B into the office, and I was trying to go. It was my sister's baby shower, so I was trying to get out of there. But I mean, that wasn't on my mind then, but just to calm the situation down and get her into the office.
How did Ms. Ellis respond?
I don't even know if she heard what I asked, because it was just more of just being upset. And no, I'm not going to do that. And just, them still exchanging words even with me in between.
Yeah. Was Ms. Ellis yelling at Cardi B?
I mean, it was pretty loud for me to hear. It was still the same volume from when I couldn't hear them while I was in the office down the hall. So I would say so.
Was Ms. Ellis cursing at Cardi B?
There was definitely curse words, yes, on her end.
When you were there, did Ms. Ellis attempt to strike Cardi B?
There was hands going while I was in the middle. I know no one landed, or I was, I didn't even realize, I guess because my adrenaline, that I had a mark on my forehead. So besides me getting a scratch, nobody, as far as them to hit each other.
Who scratched you?
Based off of, like I said, I didn't know that I even got scratched until I went into the office, and the nurse was like, Tiara, your forehead. But I can only assume Cardi B was behind me, because that was my main concern.
Objection calls for speculation.
So Cardi B was behind you, and you were facing who?
I was facing Miss Ellis.
And you got hit on your forehead and didn't even realize it at that point.
Yeah, blood.
Just let him finish the question.
Oh, sorry.
And so you got hit, you were facing Miss Ellis, and she was swinging away?
I can say there was definitely, people talk and like this type of action going on.
Right.
Yeah.
And you were hit on your forehead, which was facing Miss Ellis, correct?
Yes.
Okay. What happened next?
After, just going back and forth, Dr. Finke came out. Once he came out, I believe after that, I don't even really remember what was said, but I know I continued to take Cardi B into the office, to her exam room, and then I went back to the front.
Okay. Did you witness Dr. Finke try to get Miss Ellis to leave the hallway?
Yes, that's what kind of, since he came out and he was talking to her, that's what kind of distracted her, gave us the opportunity to just go into the office.
Okay. And do you recall anything that he said to her?
I think he was on the same temperature as me. Just, you're at work. Why are you up here? Go back, downstairs. What are you doing? Type of energy.
Okay. And so you turned around and escorted Cardi B into the doctor's office?
Yes, I followed behind her to go to the exam room.
When you were face to face with Miss Ellis, I take it you could see her face?
Yes.
Did you see any scratches on her face?
No.
Did you see any cuts on her face?
No.
Did you see any blood on her face?
No.
Did you see any injury at all on her face?
No.
Did you see any spit or spittle on her face?
No.
Did anyone spit in that encounter?
Objection calls for speculation.
While you were there, man.
While I was there, no.
Did you hear Miss Ellis yell at Cardi B, and excuse my language, "I will fuck your shit up"?
Some, yeah, something along those words.
At any point in time in that confrontation, did Cardi B hit Miss Ellis?
No.
At any point in that confrontation, did Cardi B cut Miss Ellis with Cardi's fingernails
Objection calls for speculation.
while you were there?
Over.
No.
Did you hear Cardi B use the N-word, excuse me, I apologize. Yeah, no, did you hear Cardi B use the N-word? You know what I mean by the N-word?
Yeah. No.
After this encounter and Cardi B had gotten into the doctor's office, at any point after that, did you talk to the building management about what had happened?
Yes. That was a Saturday. So Monday, my supervisor and Dr. Finke wanted to make a report since there was an incident and, the importance of making sure our patients, their privacy isn't compromised. So yeah, they asked me to go downstairs with them or with my supervisor and make a report.
After this incident, did Plaintiff call you? Miss Ellis call you?
It was, yes, there was a call transferred to my line. It was her on the other end of the call.
How long after the incident? How long after February 24, 2018?
Maybe, I can't recall exactly, but at least within, 3 months. It wasn't right after, but it wasn't too long after.
Can you tell us what the sum and substance of that conversation was?
I'm just kind of upset about what happened. She got fired. She couldn't believe that happened and wanted, I guess, to see if I can assist in any way since I was there. I pretty much replied as respectful as I could and just said, this is my place of work and I really can't have anything to do with this.
And was there any other thoughts that you had when she told you, did she tell you she was planning on suing Cardi B?
I don't remember word for word, but based off of our conversation, I assumed that was probably going to be one of her steps. But in my mind, I just was kind of shocked that she was calling based off of what took place. I figured, she was at fault, so that was surprising that she would call me.
Thank you. Those are all the questions I have.
Okay.
All right. Questions?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you.
Well, there you have it. I think that's where we're taking it for today. There's more stuff. I'm into this case now. So you guys tell me if you want me to do more. I saw some of the doctor's testimony. It was really good. I kind of want to see the plaintiff's testimony. I haven't seen that yet. And maybe even the opening statements. It's a holiday weekend. I don't think this case will go on very long. I don't see. I mean, I don't know. The defense might go in there and I don't know. Unless they have experts on like the plastic surgery and when she showed up and all that stuff, that could get really involved. Although sort of interesting. but a lot of people had recommended this to me, and I thought, okay, fine. My thought on it was this. This is what's interesting. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not a fan of Cardi B. I don't care. I don't like her music. I listened to a couple to get used to it. It's not my thing. So I listened to it and I thought, okay, it's just some bad rap kind of stuff or whatever. And everyone's telling me that this was funny. And I'm like, okay, my assumption was that Cardi B made a fool of herself. And I sat down, assuming I would have a good laugh at Cardi B's expense. And I am not her demographic. She is not making songs for old white guys. That's not what she's targeting and whatever. So as I watch this, I will say she sort of won me over. And I'm not a fan. I don't have anything against her either. She's a person that I've heard her name, so I know she's famous. That's the extent of it. I am not of that world. I had to do research to know what the hell I'm talking about. So then I start watching this thing thinking, okay, Cardi B is going to say crazy stuff and that. No. The plaintiff's attorney was crazy. Cardi B made a lot of sense. She's charming as hell. When she was saying these things, I came around. I'm Team Cardi B at this point. I absolutely came around. I could relate to her. She's trying to go to a gynecologist for a private meeting, and she's being harassed by some little clout goblin who wants. She starts streaming it, and then she tries to get money out of a suit. It's disgusting, and nobody wants to be followed into the gynecologist. Nobody anywhere. But for her, just that piece of information could create huge headlines. And that sucks. She flies to another state specifically to be left freaking alone at a private appointment. And by the way, there's nothing bad going on there. It's just I want to get checked out. But by virtue of me walking into that office, people will speculate that I'm pregnant, which she was. And then you have this person, and then she got into it. The other thing is, I like that. Yes, she has a past. I don't know of it. I'm reading it in the chat. I believe you. I believe she's done lots of stuff and everything else. But does not mean she's wrong in this instance. I think she just wanted a quiet appointment, and she's a human. She's still worried about her baby. I don't care what else she did in life. And on this day, she's trying to get into a doctor without a bunch of people seeing and make sure that everything's okay because she was feeling weird. It's not deeper than that. And then she gets harassed. The reason why I go through all this is I'm just saying, as I'm sort of like pro Cardi, I just want you to know I didn't come into this as like a Cardi B fan and I'm just like, she can do no wrong in my eyes. Not at all. I see it the way it is. I'm sure she's done plenty in her life. Actually, I'm not sure, but I'm guessing. I'm guessing that is the case. I heard the lyrics of the song. I heard WAP. I listened to it. It's, by the way, that's just a straight recitation of the female fantasy. I mean, she just said out loud what millions of people think, and that's why it's popular. Her audience is women. It's not men, and they bought it. So. Yes, it's a crude version of it, which is why it's fun. It's a crude version of something that relates to that millions of women can relate to. Those are the facts. That's why she's famous. Simple as that. If it was insane and nobody could relate to it, you would have never heard of it. It's millions of women going, oh, good Lord. She said what we can't say out loud. That's kind of funny. That's what it was. Andrew, you're a big simp. That's why Andrew's here. Thank you very much, Andrew. Andrew was the first official Law Talk with Mike hole filler. And then, sometimes Andrew's off on his own naughty adventures, and that's why I had to fill in with my own. All right. Well, you guys tell me in the comments if you want me to do more. I can kind of catch up to this case because we've got a long weekend. I can kind of catch up to this case and then maybe finish it off next week, or I may be overstepping it. Watch, this thing will go for 8 weeks or something. I'm not doing that. My guess is that we've got 3 or 4 more days of trial from where we are, because most of the trial's out. It just depends on how much they try to refute this stuff. So apparently she got a plastic surgery. I would love to know, maybe the testimony's already out there. I would love to know when she went to the doctor, if they did anything to verify that whatever alleged injuries are comport with the story that she's telling. And if you have those records, you could have an expert review it and say, no, here's the thing, that scar, I don't know, to the extent there even is a scar, I don't know that there is a scar. You heard the testimony of the receptionist. She's saying, I didn't see anything on her. If she got scratched to the point where she needed surgery about it later, it would have been visible. That was immediately at the incident. Something would have been visible, if you're asking me. I see this as a not guilty all day long. It's an embarrassment. I'm a plaintiff's attorney. That guy's a plaintiff's attorney, and a horrible one, and an embarrassment to the profession as far as I can tell. He also didn't read the motions in limine, then had the judge rule it down, then tried to ask the same question again. I saw about 5 places. The judge handled it his way, and I think the judge is excellent, by the way. I think the judge is spot on and on top of it. But he was certainly in sanctions land for much of that examination. He chose not to, but the judge would have been well within his discretion to say, you're getting sanctions. You're asking questions after I've sustained objections. You're not listening to the court. You violated the motion in limine regarding the gang affiliation. If they were to get a verdict, and I don't think they will, I think this is going to be this would be a 0. We often refer to it as a not guilty, but of course there's no crime alleged here. This is a tort. This is an action sounding in tort. It's a civil case, but if you lose a civil case, you'll often say it's not guilty for the defendant, even though technically that's not what it is. It's just a verdict or a judgment on behalf of the defendant. But that doesn't sound as good as that doesn't sound as fun as not guilty, and that's used colloquially everywhere. But it technically is not it's not correct. But anyway, interesting stuff. I'd actually like to know more about. Like I said, I saw some of the doctor. The doctor was spot on too. In what I saw of his testimony, very impressive guy, very good witness. What I saw. I'd like to see her direct examination and see and maybe right for the rest of the weekend. I'd maybe like to see the opening arguments, the doctor's testimony, and the plaintiff's testimony. And then if we did all that, then I'd be ready to pick up with the case next week when it resumes. So thank you all for coming out. I appreciate it. Behave yourselves. I'm not bailing you out. I'll see you all soon.